Thing is burning way too hot. You can see the burn mark. I don't want to get my camera too close, but it didn't even touch that cloth and it's already charred a little bit. Well, that's better this time setting it up. Okay. That's about it right there. I'm taking Foxborough Bushcraft's idea about not using the cap and just letting the embers fly and get as far away from the tin as you can. So I don't really have any way to hold the pipe down. So we're gonna see, because we're gonna do the first light tonight. Ah. Welcome back, guys, and I am glad to have you back. And this wasn't the greatest day to set this 5-man Arctic tent up, but I wanted to get this set up today because here in the next 3 days, let's see, today is Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have close to maybe 10 inches of snow coming and sub-zero temperatures. So Saturday night is supposed to be like a -2 below 0 Fahrenheit, and Sunday is supposed to be pretty much around the same. Tonight is only supposed to get down to 21. Now, we originally had snow here. Most of it melted away because it warmed up, but the temps are going back down and we have snow in the forecast. So I am glad I got this set up today. I don't have to deal with it over the weekend because trying to find time to do it was going to be difficult, and Sunday would have been the only day I've been able to do it. So now that I have it set up, it's up before the snow comes. So I think we're going to do an overnight in this tonight, and yeah, and then we'll do some more overnighters this weekend in it. So it'll be like a 1, 2, or 3 day overnighter. So also right now we are on my property, and I just want to set it up here just to get a feel for it, because in February I have plans on going to River Valley Survival Fest Winterfest, and I'm going to be bringing this. We'll talk more about that in this video, but it's a 4-day retreat. There's a 3-day retreat, but I think you can go an extra day. Anyways, we'll talk about that here later on, but I wanted to get a feel for it here at the house, and I'll tell you what, it was not easy putting this up in these high winds that we had today. So as you can see, the tent was moving pretty crazy in the winds, but it's I'm really surprised it's holding up very well. Also, I took Turtle Wolfpack's recommendations, possibly using a pipe wrap. I've never done this type of camping, so I wasn't sure about this old stovepipe jack, if it would, how well it's going to do with the heat. Maybe I'm just paranoid, I don't know. So we're going to try that out tonight, and yeah. So guys, I hope you enjoy the show. That wind's supposed to be dying down, but it's starting to pick back up again, it seems like. And always rely on birch bark. So if you leave that open, that's going to cause that. But you close it, it stops smoking. I've got a lot to learn, guys. So I'm glad I'm doing this here and doing it now. Well, you guys are probably wondering what country am I wearing tonight, and I'm wearing American PCU down jacket. Because earlier you saw me in Hungarian jacket. Well, that's the benefits of being on your own property. I gotta change wardrobes anytime. But something I don't see in hot tent videos, nobody ever talks about this. What is it, you might ask? Well, you probably already know. It's a fire extinguisher and a smoke detector or carbon monoxide detector. I've watched the hot tent videos. It's not like you'd want a backpack with a fire extinguisher this big. You'd probably get a more miniature one. But I'm just using these for example. But you never see these in the hot tent videos. I mean, having a hot tent is a super duper fire hazard. It could take flame like that in a matter of seconds. So I think, in all honesty, the smartest thing to do is have a smoke detector or carbon monoxide detector and a fire extinguisher. And, you know, like I said, this tent that I'm using is not a backpacking tent necessarily. So this is probably something I wouldn't carry this big. I'd carry like a half this size. But I think it's a very smart investment to have these two items with you. And not to mention a knife to cut yourself out if you need be. And this one's a folding one, so it's obviously the Cold Steel Spada, but this will definitely cut me out of this tent if I have to. All right, with that said, guys, let's get some hot cocoa going, and we're gonna cook on the stove. You guys will see, like in some of the older videos, they still use the M1950 stove in here. But we're gonna try cook on this here, or at least warm some stuff up, some hot cocoa. So I'm curious on some of you servicemen and soldiers out there, or veterans. I'd like to hear some of your stories on your interactions with this 5-man Arctic tent, because I know a lot of you guys will be watching probably have a lot of memories from these tents, so be excited to hear about those. That thing's putting off some heat. Oh wow, this thing's seriously putting off some heat. Wow. Oh, you be coming up there. See, that's the dangers of sparks coming up. That's what we don't want. Ow. That is hot, hot, hot. I forgot a spoon. So we're using birch bark. It'll work. Good evening, guys. I'm not sure if I'll keep the stove going all night. We'll see. We'll see how warm I am in here. If I keep the stove going all night, I'll probably get too hot. So we'll just play it by ear. What's your guys' experiences with these stoves? Did you guys keep them heated all night? I guess if you used a liquid fuel, you probably did, but yeah, my first night camping out one, so we'll see. Well, guys, I'm going to bed, so I will. I'll see you in the morning. Won't be much filming in the morning because this is a work week for me. So after tonight, I'll be working Thursday, Friday, and then I'll be off for the weekend after Saturday afternoon. So Saturday night, we'll be back out here. So either way, I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, guys. Good night. Good morning, guys. It's it's a bit early, but well, I probably won't see you guys till Saturday night. Like I said, I gotta go to work this morning in the next day and a half. Fire went out in the middle of the night. I get my stuff together here. I woke up about 10:40, and I fell back asleep. Woke up about 1:46. Been laying here till about 3 almost this morning. Let's see what the temp is real quick. It says it's 27 out. .9 outside and in here, and it's 66.8. I don't think that's very accurate. Yeah, unless I need to refresh it. It definitely feels colder than 66 degrees in here. But anyways, I'll see you guys Saturday night. Hope you guys have a great day. Yep. We got snow, guys. This is just the start of it. I put the stove in it this morning before I went to work, so I was able to close this up. Get the snow off though. There we go. Get that weight off of there. Welcome back, guys. I've got to take a breather for a minute. Those zippers on that front door are insanely hard to zip down. And it's like if I try to loosen it, it's like the tent's not tight. And it really still doesn't help. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Something ain't right. Whatever. Glad to have you guys back. And it is Saturday night. And it's going to be a cold one tonight. 6 below zero is what we're supposed to get to. We'll see. But right now, I want to go ahead and check the temperature in the tent and see what it is. And then we'll go ahead and get the fire going in the stove. And we will go from there. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Well, it says outdoors is 9.8 degrees, which is probably right. But it says indoors is 58.9, which it's definitely not 58 degrees in here. So this thing is not very accurate at all. So I had that leftover lumber there. Some, most of it's mulberry. But I got a bunch of cut up 2x4s and stuff like that. Just kind of keep the fire going all night. And that's something we're going to talk about here in a little bit, is about safety in a hot tent that I don't hear anyone else talking about on YouTube. So we'll talk about that here in a minute. Can't really get too close, but you can see there, it's not even touching that cloth and it's already got a burnt. It's already kind of burnt. Ooh, that's really hot right there. I probably have too much firewood in here. I'm thinking that thing is burning way too hot. You can see the burn mark. I don't want to get my camera too close, but it didn't even touch that cloth and it's already charred a little bit. That's a little scary. Well, guys, I'm gonna go to bed, and yeah. Well, we're gonna find out how well this tent works tonight. I got my alarm set for, well, I'm gonna set it here for about an hour. I figure an hour, and go from there and see how long the logs there will burn. I'm hoping they'll burn for a little longer than like the 2x4s and stuff that I have. So, and I got the damper just turned almost halfway, so it'll burn slower. But yeah, we'll see. So by the time we get up, it should be -4 or -3. I don't know. Depends on when we get up, I guess. So I'll see you guys in the morning or in the middle of the night. Who knows? Well, I learned a lot these last 2 nights sleeping in this thing. Or just 2 nights in general. It wasn't 2 nights in a row, but I remember Fox River Bushcraft said, "Here, I learned a lot about hot tent camping," and he was right. I wasn't really sure what he was talking about, but you know, this is on my property. It's not like you're camping out in the wild, but I was glad to try it out here first. Now, throughout the night, I set my alarm for every hour, so I was in bed by 11 p.m. Set my alarm for 12-ish, 12:06 or something. Got up, put firewood in. It was just the right timing before it went out. And I just reset it for an hour each time. But I made it to 1 o'clock, and then after that, I missed my 2 o'clock, so I didn't get up till 3. I had to restart everything. Luckily, I have birch bark, or not luckily, but thankfully I had birch bark, so I was able to get it started right back up. Set my alarm for 4, missed that. I was up by 5. So it got cold in here, but this Wiggy's Freedom Shelter center zip sleeping bag that I'm using, it's rated for 0 degrees Fahrenheit, and it did just fine. I'm just really surprised how warm this tent is, even when the fire's not going. Like, it's still cold, don't get me wrong, but it's how much warmer it is inside. It is definitely a 4-season tent, that is for sure. So, with that said, guys, my plan this February is to go to the Survival Fest Winterfest adventure. It's the same guy and group putting on the Survival Fest I went to in September, and I was planning on using this hot tent. So, I have an idea now what it's going to take to keep it warm and to set up and everything. So, we'll see. But if I am going to go to that, I think I am going to bring this, but again, I don't know for sure. But I'm definitely going to the Winterfest, so we'll bring something. But I think this would be good because it's going to be 4 days. This would be a good little base camp setup, but we'll see. But yeah, if you guys are interested, check out Survival or River Valley Survival Fest, or just River Valley Survival. They have a web page. You can check them out, and they got all their listings. They're doing all kinds of stuff. So it's in late February, but I'm going. So if you guys want to see me, go ahead and check it out. But with that, that's all I got, guys. And I was glad to have you guys along. It was really fun testing this out. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback about this because I'm still learning. All right, guys. I will see you in the next video. And God bless. Take care. Bye.